Hey, it's me. I recorded a time-lapse of me rigging a boss in my upcoming game, Sunny Sides Up. These past few weeks have been quite hectic, but I managed to pick up some time to really hunker down and work on this. I will be intermittently interrupting to talk about my process, so please get used to my slightly sick voice. So as you're seeing right now, I usually start with a quick sketch and then trace it over in Inkscape. I do this because perfect circles and such ironically look very strange, and it's much easier to get an unnatural shape by tracing than to freehand it in a vector editor, though I do deviate from the sketch occasionally. I'm going to take this time to explain the character itself. The Compactor is a flying machine that chews up trash and burns it, to clean up areas. As a boss, its main mechanic is to spew up the burning balls of fire that it's been chewing up. If you've seen my community post, you might have seen the general shape of this boss before, and whatever you're thinking of is exactly what inspired it. I will also mention that all music used in this video comes from Supercell's new game Moko, which I've been thoroughly enjoying. It was around this point while I was reordering my layers that the program decided to crash on me. I'll save you the trouble of having to watch me redo all of that progress over again. You might notice as I begin to add shading to the boss that I haven't at all touched the wing. This is for animation reasons, which I'll get into once we get to that part of the process. Now we're into Dragon Bones to begin putting all the pieces together. I start by toying around a bit with the boss's mouth to make it open. The way it works is by turning the lid image into a mesh. I talk about this a bit in my Nova Island animation video, but making an image into a mesh allows you to manipulate the image using various points on it. I then use weighting to make the bottom points stay entirely stationary, and the top points to move alongside a bone. This simulates the act of it opening while still staying attached to hinges. At first the lid is two separate images, one for the front and the other for the side, but later I cracked this with a simpler approach. Building off this idea of using meshes, the wing itself is made up into 4 separate pieces: the side, the front, the top, and bottom views of the plank. I have some points on the side, bottom, and top all move alongside the front view's bone, while having some points stay stationary, so that the perspective is always correct, and it creates the illusion of 3D. This is also inspired by Nova Island's animation, specifically Volata, Flash, and some of the other distortion friends. It's not entirely that simple. I still have to manually hide the top view of the plank whenever the bottom side of the wing is showing, but it's almost entirely automated, and that's really cool to me, as it sort of defines the entire purpose of puppet animation. With the rig complete, I then began to get into the animation process, which I didn't record because it wasn't entirely interesting, but here's everything I did with it. And I appreciate you all for sticking around. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.